This is He Knows Everything, bringing you that heat and that fire. We keeping a foot on the whoop on the Eeks. We keeping a foot on the whoop on the Eeks. Let's talk about it, man. Boxing community fan bases, black boxing community fan bases, they've lost their rabbit ass minds. Let me say it again. Black boxing community fan bases have lost their rabbit ass minds. First and foremost, why are they pinning Errol Spence against Jermell Charlo? It's a things that make you say, It's a things that make you say, Why would you pin those two against one another? First and foremost, Errol Spence is a 147 pounder. Jermell Charlo is a 154 pounder. I have to say that again. Errol Spence is a 147 pounder. Jermell Charlo is a 154 pounder. They don't fight in the same weight class. It's loyalty over these guys trying to step into the ring with one another. They grew up together. Some fighters are just not going to fucking fight. That's just like Jermell Charlo and Jermell Charlo trying to go at it with one another. They have a symbiotic relationship of being fucking twins. They would never fight one another. In so much so that Maul realized that in order for Mel to shine, he needed to go up to 160, and that's exactly what he did fundamentally, systematically, and technically. So why are we sitting here and now bringing up Errol Spence and Jermell Charlo? Errol Spence has 2 more fights at 147. It's a very fucking long time until those 2 fights come to fruition. We're talking about towards the end of this fucking year. By then, Jermell Charlo would have gone up to 160. They have the same coach in Derrick James. You honestly believe that Jermell Charlo is going to stay at 154 when Errol Spence show up at 154? You got to be a brain full of mush and a brainwashed dodo head. He Knows Everything told you guys about these chung YouTubers, man. They go from one channel, they go from one video and say, yeah, and then to another channel and to another video, yeah. They're opera fucking singers. And they're opera singing messages that are erroneous, messages that makes no absolute sense, messages that have no idealism behind it. What are we talking about here? Are people that much a brain full of mush and brainwashed dodo heads that they can't come to a conclusive state? They can't come to a resolution. They can't come to a finality. They can't come to an identity. They cannot come to their own understanding, their own wisdom, and their own knowledge that this shit is not going to happen. It's loyalty over these guys fighting, man. They grew up together. They have a picture one with another. Check the background out. I have this. Errol Spence talks about them growing up. And you guys honestly think they're going to fight? You got to be the biggest idiot. You got to be the biggest dodo fucking head. You got to be the biggest dodo fucking brain to come to this idealistic fashion that these guys are going to fight. Why would you come to that idea? Why would you come to that mindset? Why would you come to a realization that makes absolutely no sense? But it's predicated and it's evident on what He Knows Everything was talking about when he said black boxing community fan bases are conquer and divide and conquer. They're on some, basically, we're going to be selective. We're going to be about these people and we're not going to be about this person. The reason why they want to see this dissension, the reason why they want to see this division is to create something there that in actuality is not there. These guys are happy together. They are brethren. Brethren basically ingratiate and adopt brethren. They don't go against brethren. They don't cut against brethren. These guys have the same coach in Derrick James. If you motherfuckers think for 1 second that these guys are going to fight, it's a things that make you say, It's a things that make you say, but it reveals to you guys that these guys are not about boxing. These guys are not about their own people. They're about conquer and divide and conquer. Errol Spence and Jermell Charlo are close friends. Their fight is never going to fucking happen. Their friendship is as close as the symbiotic relationship of Jermell and Jermell Charlo. This is very evident. Look at Errol Spence's statement in the back. This tells you everything that you need to know. And if you're coming with lies, you're coming with flagrant remarks just to try to create something there erroneously, now you have to ask yourself, are you really a Errol Spence fan? Are you really about the Charlos? Or are you about spinning shit? Are you about pandering narratives? Are you about basically coming up with false, erroneous information that makes absolutely no sense? You boxing community fan base, you have basically a responsibility, a moral responsibility, an ethical responsibility, a technical and a fundamental and an elemental responsibility to hold these motherfuckers accountable when they're saying shit that makes absolutely no sense. When they're saying stuff that's erroneous and they're saying stuff that we know, if you have the true boxing eye test, if you're a real G, a super real G, and an ultimate real G out here in these boxing streets, you can come to a conclusive state. You can come into a finality and a totality. And you can come to basically an understanding that this shit is never gonna fucking happen. I can't help people that are willing to be naive and ignorant to the fact. You guys have to challenge these motherfuckers. If the shit doesn't make sense, why even utter it? It's because at the end of the day, people want to see Errol Spence take an L. They want to see the Charlos take an L. They want to see PBC take an L. This is what this is all about. Errol Spence has come out publicly and said him and Jermell will not fight. Jermell has come out publicly and said him and Errol Spence are not going to fight. So if this is not going to happen, why are people even entertaining this shit? Why are even people coming to this idealism? Why are people even coming to this falsehood? It's because they're cucarachas, man. They're la cucarachas. They're scattering fucking cockroaches that have crawled deep up out of the crevice of the hole that they came out of. And they want to protrude nonsense that begets nonsense. Maya Angelou said it best: when a person shows you who they are the first time, believe them. So once a la cucaracha, always a la cucaracha. I keeps the foot on the wood. I keeps the foot on the wood. This is He Knows Everything. Check it out.